Well, hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot. This is the audio version because there is no video version. Yeah, we got the pictures of the card layout on the screen, but that's all we're going to have, nothing else. Just as a referral point, something for you to look at as we help to inspire you to manifest the kind of life you deserve. One of the obstacles in manifesting is believing that you can be anything or everything. Everybody has a different life path. And that's the frequency that you need to work within. Does that mean that you're stuck there? No, not necessarily. But very often, there is a greater variety in your life path than what you see. Not everybody is meant to be a doctor, a rock star, a sports star. Not everybody is meant to be rich or poor. There are all kinds of combinations in between, all kinds of mixes. And the idea is to find your life path. And that doesn't mean that you settle. What it means is that is where you start your journey. This is where you begin. This is where you build a life. Now, that is not to say, again, that everybody could be rich, anybody can be famous, anybody can be whatever. Doesn't mean that. It means that you find your life frequency. That you're tuned in to the energy signature of your life. Once you get there, you begin to tap into dimensions of that frequency that you may never ever have been able to guess at or figure out. The problem is that you try to manifest in this generic mass media thinking model. Well, I can be anything I want. I can do anything that I want. I don't think that's true. I think we each have a fate. For example, take a look at your own family. If you have any brothers or sisters, why aren't you all exactly the same? I mean, you were raised in the same family, under the same conditions pretty much. So why are you all so different? And if we were to look at your astrological chart right from the moment you were born, we could see that there's vast differences usually, unless you're identical twins or triplets or whatever. There are vast differences in the spread of planetary energies. You can see that your personality is going to be different. You can see that your strengths are going to be different. Your weaknesses are going to be different. You can predict different times when you're going to hit tricky testing times or very positive affirming times. But you were born from the same family. Why the hell can't you be the same? That's my point. That's my point. So the idea here in manifesting is, in these readings, I am point blank honest about the interpretation of the energy. And it's up to you to say, okay, that energy does apply right now, and I'm going to start working on it. Or it may get some thought process, something going in you that moves you in a certain direction. That means it's close to your frequency. But you work within the frequency that you came with at birth. And to try to take off and head off in another direction will make manifesting virtually impossible. Because it's like trying to watch a football game, but you're only able to stream baseball. Well, then there's no way you're going to watch a football game. If that's the only thing you can stream is baseball, or vice versa, it doesn't make any difference. You can't do it. But we fight. We try all the time. And the reason we do is because we've been lied to. And the reason we've been lied to is to control us. So here today, the middle card is co-create. That's the oracle card, co-create. And the number on the right side is 40. 0 is the spiritual side. 4 is solidity. That's a square. That's as solid a geometric piece as you can get. So you're looking to lock in. This co-creation is looking to lock in. Okay, co-create. Co-create with who? Well, with different parts of yourself. You are made up of mind, body, spirit. So it's probably pulling those things together, which means that you have to get close to your life energy, life frequency, your path. Here's where it gets tricky, and here's where the meme for the reading comes in today. Don't trade your authenticity for approval. That says a ton. Don't trade your authenticity for approval. In other words, the creation that you're looking for is a creation within yourself, by yourself, for yourself. You need to be your authentic self. Not what the world tells you they want you to be, but what you really are. That's your life path, your life purpose again. Don't trade your authenticity for approval, because you're never going to get it. So let's get to the reading. We go to the left side, and interestingly, we hit 2 cards that are identical. And anytime that kind of thing happens, that's like a big highlighter telling you, pay attention. What are we paying attention to? Both are hierophants. So we're talking about organizations, belief systems, group identification. Don't trade your authenticity for approval. And it's being multiplied. You're getting 2 cards right next to one another, saying exactly the same thing. You maintain your authenticity. You avoid group identification. Avoid group think. Think for yourself. Take responsibility for yourself. Find yourself. Find your life path. 2 hierophants right next to one another. That's job 1. That's how you co-create with you. But the next card over is the 2 of Swords, and it's in reverse, meaning you are thinking about, how do I do this? Why do I do this? What is it that I need to do? Okay, co-creation. It's teamwork within you. Mind, body, spirit working together. In tune. Like a laser beam. That's what's important. That's where the creativity comes in. And the final card really kind of highlights it. Ace of Cups. Aces are always about you, especially so when we're doing manifesting readings. It means love yourself. Really value yourself. And I know when I say this stuff, I know there are people going, well, geez, that sounds awfully narcissistic. Narcissists hate themselves. That's why they have to tear everything and everybody around them down. Because they can't lift themselves up. They can't co-create with themselves. So they have to tear everything else down. That's not love. That's hate. Ace of Cups allows you to treat yourself with dignity, with loyalty, with positivity, with gratitude. And then, when you are filled with those things, you can give them to other people. You can't give what you don't have. So again, we go back to the meme. Don't trade your authenticity for approval. You're not going to get the approval that you want. Figure out, what is your life purpose? And I said this yesterday, and I'll repeat it because it's helpful. If you have an astrological chart, take a look at your North Node. That's a big one. Take a look at your ascendant. That will be helpful. And maybe just a quick review of your chart just to see where your strengths and weaknesses are. Numerology, figure out what your life destiny number is. Quick little research will help at least focus you. You can go from there. But it's teamwork. It's co-creating with yourself to be the best that you can be within your life path. But always remember, do not trade your authentic self just for approval. You're not going to get it. Be the best you that you can be. Co-create with you. That's the reading for today. Back again tomorrow with another Tao Manifested Tarot reading. Hope you're here with me. If not, between now and the next time, as always, peace and blessings.